12% battery left? That's bullshit, bro. How? Like, literally, though. Why is it gonna sit there and say that kind of stuff? You know, I literally been sitting there charging it the whole time. I'm not even fucking kidding. Now I'm pissed. 12%? I'm getting upset, dude. Hi, guys. How's it going? I think about you every day. That's bullshit, bro. 12%. Look, I'm not trying to throw a fit. I don't have to try. I don't have to try to throw a fit, bitch. Ugh. So I was kind of thinking a little bit about going outside. I'm scared for my life. But it's probably the best time. Because if we don't go out, we may never go out. You know? Because the people around here are fucking weird. Hazel knows. It's time to eat some food. Are you doing okay over there? Are we even charging? That's crazy a little bit. I guess we won't be going out. Yeah, turbo charger connected. Is it though? Because we're at 12% turbo. What are we doing? Now, I was just actually, I don't know if Lindsay's over here, but Lindsay, holler. You've been doing so many sweet things for me. I would brag about it on Facebook, but so here we are together talking about you. Okay. Anyways, Lindsay has done so many sweet things, and she got me this, like, just a bunch of cute things. Like, she got me this water warmer thing. That's good. We're gonna make some eggs and some fucking hot dogs and shit. I'm fucking hungry. It's weird. For the car? What the hell? I guess that's not gonna work. But I guess it's a water heater thingy for a car. That's a weird box inside. Well, I guess we're really camping at this point. I don't have a car ladder thingy. All right. Well, we'll just strike that. We're here at the RV. This is what, day 6? Yeah, we're officially starting the 6th day. The fucking stupid shit leaks all the time. We're gonna have to, like, get a new faucet for that bad boy to actually annoys me. Alright, some of you guys have be authentic. It's time to follow your heart. Be very conscious before you take or make any decisions. It says that you need to start living intuitively. And it takes practice, persistence, and practice. Some of you guys have been feeling like some anxiety lately. It's telling you to breathe. Just take it slower. I know how that can feel. It can be really overwhelming sometimes, but you may be going through something where it's not even your own shit, bro. Some of you guys may be picking up on other people's energies, and it's been really stressful for you lately. You haven't been eating correctly for some of you guys, and for some, the person that used to cook for you hasn't been doing that. Things could have been, I don't know, maybe they got a little bit out of, you fell out of used to get from you, that they don't get anymore either, type thing. It says to create love and that it will be alright. Love is the key. I think that's the truth for here. Some of you guys think a little bit too much about where you want to be, and you've forgotten to live in the now a little bit. Your person feels lonely without you anymore. Like even if they like did something that you disapprove of, there's a sense of loneliness here with whoever. I don't think that you guys would be that happy without this person in this read, and I don't usually say that. I'm usually not really much of a love reader. I don't really mind love. I love love a lot, but I don't really like pick up a big energy of people that I should really stay together that often. So I think that there's an energy here of somebody that is definitely getting frustrated. You're tired from work. You have a lot of demands at work. The house was snack packet too in the reverse. I just felt like some of you guys have little ones. You could even have like just a property. You could have animals on the property. There's a lot of responsibilities. You may try to get a couple animals. I was going to do that in the city just because I grew up on a farm. So I wanted to know how much land you needed to grow our own food and meat. And you can have a half acre. You're allowed to have a livestock. Every half acre in town even, you can have livestock. So I seen ground beef in there. It made me think maybe just to save you a couple bucks, you could get some chickens, a cow, and a pig, depending if you eat pork, but that's what I wanted. Just some basics. And I personally plant vegetables and fruit trees, and so that could be something that you guys do. I do feel like there's somebody here that doesn't really do a whole lot with the family anymore. I miss you. You could say all the time that you're busy and you're working a lot, but the truth is that you've kind of like, I don't know. Have you ever really like hung out a whole lot? This could be somebody else's kids too, not yours necessarily, but there's at least an energy of somebody that doesn't seem like they're connected like they are a parent. Says that communication is the key in this area. You need to talk to this person. You guys need to talk about how you feel. Both of you. But I do think, honestly, I'm going to go ahead and stick up for the... froze my eggs. Oh. Well, we're turning that off. We'll default. What the fuck? Yeah, there's some lost communication here. Their hope is that you will return again, like the way that it used to be. For some of you, there's been a lot of fighting back and forth, and it says the edges have become well worn. And I just feel like the well worn could be people that are feeling like they're just not really into somebody else anymore. And it could also just be that somebody always says the same mean stuff all the time, and it just doesn't really hurt the person deeply anymore. They're used to it. They see this as somebody like, that's the way that you are, and I don't want you to be looked at like that. Some of you guys you used to make really great love. You used to be able to solve problems together. I think that there's definitely an energy here of somebody that did something that they could just have not been able to tell the other person that they did. They obviously feel guilt, and they have avoided somebody since. So if you think of something that this person, you already asked them to do this, and they get weird, I think they did. Not to pick sides on this, because I do know that whoever it is today feels, well, I'm going to make sure actually. I don't know, man. I'm kind of starting to not like person avoidant. I'm getting a little irritated because I just feel like this person's a coward a little bit. They be doing some shit they shouldn't be doing, bro. And then like they fucking treat you like shit about it. That's not okay. If you want to do whatever you're gonna do it. But like this avoidant person that fucking straight dips the fuck out. They act like they're so damn busy all the time. The conclusion that's in reach, I just feel like in this case, is that you were fucking right. And you need to prepare for that ahead of time now. You need to just know that being right is, you know, it's definitely not a good thing, as you know that, but you need to prepare as in, like, what are you going to do now that you know that you're right? What are you going to fucking do now that you know that you're right, whether it's work, whether it's a lover, anything? Like, what are you going to do after? For some of you, one person I feel like does ask, what's going on, babe? Like, you've been different lately. And then the other person just kind of gets rude and snappy. So, I think you need to start preparing for what you're going to do now. This relationship and the way that the communication is poor. Somebody's a big lover and somebody's a big worker. And it's just not really, I don't think you guys are a true match. I do think that you guys have spent some time together and done a lot of great things together. Well, I don't really know about great things, but there's some of the greatest things that you've ever done. But you guys, you're also going to be getting older. And so, if you're not getting along, I wouldn't sit there and push it. Because you know, love is part of you. And I just feel like this other person who's just sweetheart. The one that doesn't really say a whole lot about what they know, like this person's up to. It's like they really just don't want to lose this person. But I don't feel like this person treats you well. I feel like they disrespect you and they're really rude to you. I don't really care for that. I feel like this person comes off as coward energy because they sit there and can't even fucking do something well enough to not get fucking noticed. And then they treat you like dog shit, like a coward, when they do. And you're still sweet, you still deal with it, and they still don't fucking do anything different, but fucking probably feeling more of what they already have been doing that you don't really want them to do anymore. When they get home, sometimes you want to know, like, are we going to make love tonight? Are we going to do anything this weekend? You know, things like that. And they're all just, like, rude. They may be like, we don't have money to do that, or we don't have this to do that. And, like, you may find yourself all the time, like, doing things by yourself. You did. Or even up to a year. Maybe even more. This person could have had some time where they went away from you guys. I know some of you guys had some inmate lovers, and some of you guys have some hardworking lovers, and some of you guys even have lovers that go and stay with their parents and shit. I do want to say that if you have a person who is a big mama's boy, daddy's boy, shit like that, I feel like their parents have been working towards and they've been working on trying to see about getting you separated. This person does love you or did a lot. But there's been some things that go on in your relationship that people are judging the other person about. There's some gossip going on when people go to separate households, things like that. And you'll know when you're pretty much not accepted anymore by the family, which I don't think I have to tell you that, but you know, the two of you are not doing a whole lot together anymore. Today I feel like there's a submissive energy. There's somebody that still sits at home and is sadly obedient. And I don't mean sadly obedient when it's sad you are obedient. I just mean that you are sad and obedient. Somebody's very controlling, and the reason is because you get really close to unfolding the truth about the event. So the more somebody gets reactive or upset or pissed, that's how closer you are to discovering the truth. So you can play with that a little bit in a way that is healthy or positive, but that's what's going on there. Somebody's really, really, really wanting, like they wanted to make love really much. You do have a win-win outcast in your future. when it comes to, see, coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment, what the fuck? Oh, actually, I don't know, I just feel like with new level of commitment, I just truly feel like that is a different version. It sucks, man, I don't even want to say that, but I feel like the only person in this region that can actually be heading towards a positive new level of commitment would, I don't know. I wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like it's only going to be you two together. If you guys were to try to go get with somebody new, with the two of you both acting the way that you do, it wouldn't be possible. I think that you guys really love each other. I said that at the beginning of the read, and as much as I think that Shay is fucking fucked up, I worry that without you guys actually having the balls to fucking straight communicate as it went on, that would make you not ready for the next one. I can't say for sure, maybe both of you have been together for a long time, but the vibe that I feel when we're now processing the future with a new commitment is somebody else. So maybe you get lucky and you have some kind of like balanced out karma where if you were to say something, at least close it out the truth way, you could start a new relationship. Otherwise, maybe if you guys were to communicate to each other, you could start something fresh with yourselves. That's up to you. It's up to you to say, do I even want to really truly be with this person anymore? And am I really happy? Do they get me off? And if I could do anything else in the world, would I do this person or with this person? Would I do this with this person about all the other options in the world? Would I choose my person? You just go through the yeses or no's, make it simple. It's going to be more than yes or no, but when you'll find how many yeses you get and how many no's. I personally got all no's when I did it, and I feel like there's going to be a mixed with you guys. And so I feel like your relationship has been very confusing. You may have good passion when you guys are getting along, but if you're not having passion, they seem to be having passion with another person. Because we have rock hard over you too. And I don't know how you would be rock hard unless you're like some kind of like you do makeup sex or something like that. Usually pretty difficult for a man to be able to do makeup or any type of intimacy when it's used. Or at least a good man. Now I wouldn't say good man, but an emotionally connected man. Like I'll give you an example. He used to, and well, I don't know. Edward and Zico did differently how they handled it, but he got really upset and emotional when we were definitely towards the end of our relationship. I think he was cheating for sure. And he couldn't function well. So those are some signs. Um, they don't seem to understand why they are struggling in that area. I feel like I can understand, so watch for that. And then watch for a man who's trying to go back to you when you're going to sleep. Those are all usual signs of somebody that already had gotten themselves where they wanted to be. And then some of you guys maybe have somebody like has Gemini energy. They're just very angry. I do feel like somebody works very, very hard. They do definitely have some Gemini energy. For those of you who were left a while ago by your person and they were with a new person and they got a new baby, they're not happy. They actually, you probably don't know this, but for some of you, they totally denied even knowing the person was not pregnant. I see it in my own eyes. So, they were totally making fun of that person. They had said they didn't even know somebody was actually the story that I dealt with was somebody sitting straight up with some bitch literally off social media was trying to claim they were having a baby together. And I didn't know, you know. Now they're married, bro. And the baby's theirs. And it's that funny. You probably wouldn't know that. They said all that shit, you know, no, because you're like their lover. But that's pretty clown and shit. And some of your people turned around and got married afterwards. Basically, you've been thinking that they seem to have behaviors of somebody that copies you. Like if you do something and then they turn around and have something similar occur, they're trying to do get back. They're not happy. And one of my friends, that one friend, one of the friends that she was seeing the news page when I pulled up Google my new car. And they just can't even handle it. So some of you guys could have gotten a new car. If this person knows about it, you could have told them or not. But when you leave this person, they're going to be pretty much choking on balls. And they are not planning on actually ever respecting you or treating you well after this. They're not going to ever say even I'm sorry. More than likely. Sounds like you're a bitch. That's so bitch. But how you will know what's up and what they are feeling or what's really going on is because they will do fucked up shit. That girl told me that she bought her dad, like her ex, a car. She got him a Durango for like $4,500 or something. He turned around and fucking sold it and traded it for a big gun truck. You know, I don't know if it was a mistake on her part to buy him the thing or not, but I did ask her at least. I said, what the fuck? I said, do you think that he fucking traded it to like hurt people? She's like, I do. I think that he totally just traded off like didn't mean shit to her, but she's like, that truck was nasty. And you know what? Oh well. You know what? Hopefully it was just like with me and my daughter that one the other day and her fucking straight fucking me over. Maybe we'll learn our damn lesson there. But those are another sign of your person showing signs of just regret, jealousy, and hate, and also that you fucking straight did all of the right things. That your person, or whoever you are, unfortunately, whether it's near or far away, will be troubling you. Like, why did I not do to be good enough? You were perfectly fine. This person was fucking literally a miserable fuck. They couldn't have been somebody that would have ever been, you know, good enough yet at this time for you, or you couldn't have been good enough for them because they came in unhindered. And basically, they have to actually make everything right with you and all of their other people previous, let's just say for the next person too. So even when you see this person with new people, they want to act like it's all fucking great. You know, even no matter what hateful stuff they may say, this person has no chance at the time of happiness until you know even that they were mature enough to say, hey, you know, I just want to talk to you, I'm sorry. And like, you also know the amount of people before this person liked you, that they had mentioned, you know, how problems were. And so, more than likely, that's just fix all the shit. So, now that you know that, you will be able to watch for people, the things that they say. Some of you guys have an extreme amount of empathy for when people say that there's something bad that happened. And you're being told to now be more aware that those people, those are their ideal things. And not where you could choose a better partner for the future. It says somebody has been a little rash or very harsh. They've gone too fast and they've overstepped their boundaries. It says that somebody needs to accept that in this situation, they created this outcome for themselves. So you stayed for too long. You could have ended up now in more situations, and so there could be just this energy of like saying, well, fuck, straight fuck shit. I should have never stayed with you, but that's the thing. You really need to say it like, you just say it to yourself, like, I should have left the first time that she ever disrespected me. You knew that. You knew that. I did too. The first time Zeke got flipped out, I was in the bathroom. And he was raging on the outside of the door. He beat the door so hard. I'd never seen anything like that. And I was like, what the actual fuck is going on? I figured he would eventually stop. It got to the point where I started to really be concerned heard that he was going to beat the door down. It was my apartment, and he just kept beating on it so damn bad. And I remember that day, I remember thinking, this was crazy, I shouldn't be with him, so on, and I never did leave him. And 8.5 years ago, like 8 years ago, I finally left. It's a long time. I don't want that for him. I don't know how long you spent with this person, but he did it even to his next girlfriend afterward. Somebody told me she was locked in the bathroom one day. I told her that when she got with him. And I didn't tell her because I was being rude. I told her because she was in the house answering my phone and just being a bitch, about it. And so some of you guys may have somebody in your life that now has a new lover too. And they want to sit there and act like it's so damn fucking great. Is what I feel like the energy is too on this day. It's not. They go through, unfortunately, the most terrible things, just like you would say. More than they go through worse. Every time we get with somebody that's broken, the next time they're worse, man. Because he didn't understand. So just really watch for people that have a lot of negative things to say about any person in the past. That person is more than likely very abusive, and has not healed. They're clearly negative, and you're going to get that back of everything from before. And then you will also just, you're pretty much only getting the wrath of everything from before. Because you probably already find that you're not really doing, you don't even know what you're doing wrong. You probably not. The wrong thing that you're doing is getting with people that you have empathy for, it sounds like. And then being really abusive for some of you guys. Some of you guys have a little one, treat this kid differently. They be rude and just stop in front of this person and that's definitely not okay. It's gonna be bad. It'll get worse and worse and worse. Don't be letting them treat any of your little ones like poop because they do that shit. Somebody may have brought me a tattoo with somebody's name on it to make you makes you feel special and shit like that, but that's fine too. Unfortunately, it really doesn't mean as much as you think it does. That person will still put hands on you with the same fucking arm and not even know what you're talking about. It's just something weird they do. It's almost like a manipulative aspect. I mean, maybe they are because they're never going to stop doing what they're doing. So just be careful with that. I think that the communication that needs to happen for some of them may not involve them at all. Maybe involving other people that can help you find a better solution. People that would help you. Yeah, it says nothing will come of this situation. It says you need to stand firm in the situation that you are in this chapter. This person could be trying to now guilt trip you, making you feel bad about the things that you have been asking them. They're still getting you no clear answers. This is all just part of their little fucking thing that they have been doing and will continue to do. You need to be firm and moving out of this house with this person. I don't like this person. I don't say that at all. I don't know. I don't know. Some of you guys have been talking to somebody about where you're going to go if you did. And you should know that. I think that this person is smart, and I think that they're safe, and I think that they will protect you. I see that this other person may, in the future, really continue to hurt you. I don't think that they're going to wait on anything that they do to you, but they will break your heart, because I feel like somebody's going to be so sad. Because somebody's going to continue to just show like lack of remorse, lack of empathy, lack of love as they think. And it may even just be worse. They may completely act like they don't care. And they may say things like, I've been wanting this to fucking end the whole time. Shit like that. And so I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, really? Like, no, it's not real. It's that they're a bitch. And they're mean. And like, we have to stop letting this person
guys are with like a really fucking ass bitch, or like a lot of this person treats everyone like this too. This person picks up energy of somebody who gossips about other people often, and they'll tell you that they don't want to go to events, or maybe they don't like somebody, and that's why they're not going to events. But like, those are just bullshit lies, because more than likely this person screwed people, and they'll have a pattern of not going to a lot of different events, not just one. So pay attention for somebody who just ironically has supposedly issues with more than one person. But really, that's not normal. It's not normal to have multiple people. Possible Libra. But those ones that I just named off, I feel like other of a group who is snappy times with all, when this is not even a put down, because there's other groups that have signs that handle things in a different way, and when they're different, I mean like they don't have intelligence like you do. They have issues with other people that, in my opinion, are delusional, and we haven't even got to the point yet with those ones where we really know where they're, I don't understand how their mind works, but I do understand and see and guarantee with, I can't think of any off the top of my head that are not like this, unfortunately, but those ones have a different mindset. They have mindsets where they create bullshit and they literally believe it. And so I feel like if we're talking about that right now, more than likely, maybe that's what the problem is. Somebody here seems to, if you have this type of dynamic that I'm talking about on person B, you could be maybe Scorpio and Taurus are nothing alike, but you both do stuff kind of similar. Like you just react differently. At least Taurus, you are. I've never really seen you lie so far. I mean, right off top when confronted. So I'll give you that. Scorpio, you know, you gotta work through some energies and shit like that. Same with, but even Leo, like they fucking make. They'll never probably admit anything, but they still act different when they get caught or found out. And then like Gemini, I feel like, or Libra, or fucking, what were the other ones I said? Capricorn, or Aries, I said. So we'll just leave it at those four for now. But those are the signs that I feel like we're talking about tonight. Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries on this example right here. But some of you guys, if you have, whether you are this sign or not, those ones know what the fuck their problem is with people. And they've also, at different times, attempted to conversate about the matter. And they don't tell anybody right before they do it, obviously. They're not going to give you any heads up, not to be sneaky or anything. But when it went down in conversation, this person being intelligent and, you know, held back self, normally with the hold back part, they're not going to offer the conversation twice. They would be the type of person who sees you for your ability to respond intelligently and promptly and respectfully. And who knows how that would really look like if you're not one of those signs, because they're so fucking quick to get a mood swing. If, like, who knows why they get exactly the mood swings either. So that's something that you guys could work on. With these signs that we're talking about tonight, when it comes to you totally MIA in somebody pretty much is the point here. You have let it build up to this point, and you will get in trouble for doing that. You cannot think and feel things without communicating it and acting promptly. You can't elevate as well without it. So some of you guys have been working a lot harder than you should be because of that reason right there. You're trying to do everything by yourself all the time, I feel like. You're trying to
you don't have a connection very close or, strongly with your higher power. And I'm not saying you're doing it. I just think you need to definitely spend some time praying for sure, because you will get in trouble for that too. Like, there's a few things that somebody's gonna get in trouble for here. And there's also some stuff that is that it's not that you will not elevate 3D or 5D unless you do a few different things here. And like, you have to know, like, you're gonna elevate or can be qualified to elevate when we are peer. You're peer. So that means you're healed. Purity beats healed. Sui Google, hi baby. Sui Google in the reverse. Oh shit, you're all here. I love you, babe. Purity means healed. And so when I learned that, it helped me to realize, well, that makes sense. If you're somebody who dates and it's different face, same problems, I had that too. I would be clean, I would have a new job, I would relocate, I would find a Mexican, a white man, a fucking native. Like, I tried everything to figure out what the fuck is going on, dude. Like, and I'm not a blamer. And then finally, somewhere like a couple of years, well, it's been a couple of years, that's funny. It was like 2020. That's not even a couple of years, that's a long ago. I'd always say that, I'll say the other day. It's been 5 years, bitch, but I feel like maybe the law of attraction came through on an app at one point. And it just taught me that we attract and manifest from our feelings and our thoughts. Not fucking our successes, not our accomplishments, not being clean, not being dirty. It's just our thoughts and our feelings. And so I was like, well, I feel like shit, bro. I feel like dog shit, actually. Why did I feel like shit? Because I fucking was grieving death. I was financially stressed. I definitely was trying to be that family setting, and in my mind I was expecting that to be both put 50-50 and make that 100. And I learned also that it says that we have to be a 9 of cups, not even a 5 of cups. In fact, it says 5 and 5 and love world is 4. And that's what we've always been doing. It was 5 and 5, makes sense. And so, yeah, I guess that's completely not correct. We have to be at 9, and then I guess the other person is a winner. That's interesting. And it's not putting them down, but I like it. I mean, it sounds fucked up if you say it like that, like they're only worth 1 point, but that's better. It's not devaluing them, but like, we don't want them to be worth more than that, because if they leave, we can't be losing all those points. So just, go through anything that you got going on and really just say, am I healed? Do I have any thinking about any of your exes? Are you fucking thinking about anybody who died? Are you missing anybody that's no longer in your life? Are you still working on some anger management issues? I am. I need to fucking not curse and just do a lot of shit. I used to be very obedient, and I don't now. I've learned how to be completely self-sufficient now, so I'm a little bit, I don't want to say worried about the next person, because I hate to say it in that term, but I kind of am. Because it's been so amazing, actually, dating to the point of even my own dating. I've never had that yet, and I'm really proud of myself, and I really liked it too. I never did that before, so some of you guys could be starting a journey where you actually are, for the first time, doing your own thing. You are thoroughly enjoying it, and you've never maybe done that before. So I feel like there's I do feel like there's definitely just an energy where somebody doesn't really like somebody else anymore. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. We got Pisces energy here now. Pisces are, they say, like the fish from Crocodile Dundee ship. And basically it says Pisces. Actually, You're Pisces. I'm 1/3 Pisces. I'm proud to be Pisces. I'm actually a pure water sign. Water cancer and Pisces equal parts. So I'm a fucking damn straight fucking bitter part. I'm not even that one. You're a pure blood bitch, papered, but also very emotional there. Pisces, though, is very clever. They say Pisces is the most smartest sign in the deck. It says that Pisces is like, it's a fish for one. A very clever, a dangerous, cheap thing fish or something because it says Pisces. Go to the most darkest, murkiest, and most creepy looking fucking parts of the morning. And they go where nobody else wants to go. And I just see this fish over there in the mud, you know, in none of those crocodile fucking Dundee fucking hunter movies where he just. Yes, I'm talking about you, girl. You're so cute. You are just cute, girl. You are just cute. I love you, baby. Hi, Steven. Steve, let me see. Is that one? Steven, hey. What's up, Steven? There's a stuffing. I like Steven. I had a Steven once. He was my first kiss. It was disgusting, but it was not. My mom liked him. Steven Spopa. On the trampoline. It was a dare. Yeah. Steven's better. I like Steve. Don't ever. Or I like Steven. Don't go to a Steve. I don't like that one. Steve's a bitch. Steven's sort of fine. I don't really know of a Steven large, like big. I need to Steven. Yeah, I don't know of any Stevens big. We know of some Steves, and I'm not feeling it. I think we need to get smaller more next time. All right, so we're at an RV park, Steven, and right now, I think I'm pretty redneck. I got like some racist family members and shit that drive, you know, the ones that get weed from a Mexican, but then still have a crooked swastika suddenly in the middle of the summer vacation, and you're like, what is that, bitch? Like, I can't even go anywhere. What do you do? It's like half your town's Mexican, and then your man just shows up. This is true too. My baby daddy, he'd be like coming in with a crooked swastika at one point. Like, what are you doing, bro? Are you stupid, bro? Like, literally, though. I'm not saying you're stupid because you're gonna get beat up. I'm saying you're stupid because Emilio is a Mexican and he's your weed dealer, and you guys walk around and you fucking bump in the fucking Honda Accord SPM, dude, and you already know they do. And then they'd be like, oh, I'm racist. Shut up. You didn't even go to prison, dude, and have to be part of a white boy group. You're such a liar. You are not racist, but, some of you guys, maybe. You go to the beach. Make sure you guys are doing the if you ever went cliff jumping, or if you ever used to jump off the dock, do anything fun like that, you know, you should try to get out there and do that again. Some of you guys used to have really good abs, or maybe you do right now, but somebody may be feeling a little bit down about their appearance. Well, when you feel down, just basically, if you don't know this, you put on pounds. And you store weight, and it's not easy for you to get rid of it. I don't know. So oh yeah. So yeah, we're at this RV park and just drinking tequila. And I should have went to bed a little bit ago. I thought about it. My dog was like cuddling me. She was like, "Go to bed, bitch," you know. And I was like, "We have to walk the dog. We have to go for a walk, dog." You know, she's like, laying there, she's like, "When? In 10 hours, you fucking bitch." You know, and I'm just like, just give me 1 second, you know what I mean? It's not easy being out here, you know, being an OG wankster. Anyways, so I'm at this fucking RV park. It could be like the wrong turn. Possibly the Chainsaw Massacre shit. I did not hear from them yesterday. That's good. I was having a good time until his girlfriend showed up here, and she is ugly as fuck. And I would say he could do better, but I don't know. It doesn't matter now because you're already with her. And he did it even worse. He let his girlfriend belligerently drunk talk shit to everybody, and even on top of that, some bitch named Lucy now called the cops on this guy for supposedly yelling at the ladies. He didn't yell at nobody, bro. She be yelling at everybody, threatening to fight him. drunk as fuck. And then that's the owner's girlfriend. So, yeah, she was pretty wild. She reminds me of the types of bitches that would, like, actually, like, fucking completely end you. And in a group setting. And actually love it every minute of it like that. Like, she's gross, terrible energy. I'm not kidding. I should have looked for a new place to live yesterday and I didn't. I slept till noon and then talked shit about it. I told him I wanted a refund. And I also said, who the fuck is quadding around my camper 12 times? And he said, like, I don't even know how long later, I'm gonna check it out, but I woke up and finally looked at it like later yesterday afternoon, and it said, that's the sheriff. And then a little while later, long enough for a whole nother message, because you guys know if the same message is like written right in the same like basically within a timely moment, which you would say, would you like to still talk to him? I'm gonna look and see the time difference between the first one and the second one because it comes into two little slots. How long was the sheriff here for? And why would the fucking sheriff come over here, which I never seen any lights whatsoever, which obviously if Lucy called the cops on somebody as the sheriff, you would not, there would be lights. And I was watching this fucking quad. I had to close the blinds in the window. Like, it was literally circling around here. He's trying to say the sheriff was driving the quad. That's the sheriff he was saying. Honestly, I would totally say he's full of shit. But I did find out lately that the sheriff's department is in charge of all of the actual snitches. Did you know that? They get a budget for snitch work. Like, the sheriffs are completely in charge of informants. So I didn't know that. I saw a sticker on the inside of a car recently that I felt like was an informant. And it said on that sticker too, it said, this car has been seized and then was released back into the public. It is sheriff's property. Do not remove this sticker or you will be charged with a crime. The sheriffs released a seized car back to the community. A bitch that just got out of prison and then ironically has masked on shit that fucking would put you away for, he was a smart one too. There was a couple of them. But you know what I did? I fucking had a tow truck come and get that shit, and I feel like I've been having some issues with the sheriffs just because they're bitches. The sheriffs are the ones that were in charge of my dad's death, and they tried to be shady, and I got their asses to the FBI, so I wouldn't doubt that I maybe have some issues with the sheriff. It's pretty creepy, really. But this guy here burnt this house down over here, and his girlfriend last night wants to know why the fuck am I fucking afraid to be? Why did you sound so scared when you were saying that message earlier? What message? You just sounded fearful in your voice, she said. I said, I was listening to one of my messages today as well, and I actually do seem like I sound fearful. I didn't realize she was going to be so observant, but she literally kept screaming at me, why the fuck am I afraid? And then I told her, she kept screaming too. She was like, no, you need a fuck, no. I said, are you asking me? Do you want to know the answer? Or she's like, finally she shut up, and I said, your man's picture doesn't look like him at all. It looks like a very different person. That doesn't look like him at all. She's like, oh yeah, it doesn't, and you're just like, is it even him? I don't really know. And if it is him, it's like some dude like before this all happened, but I don't really know. It's a weird situation out here. It definitely seems like informant fucking straight RV. I don't care if he says the sheriff did it and he did it or not. I already looked it up tonight to say, who do I report the sheriff's department to from Sprague, Washington, because I don't care what kind of sheriff you are. You have rules that you have to follow too, and honestly, they will and do take reports against them. So when you are having it, like you're going to tell me, and I have it in writing too. He wrote it to me saying that's the sheriff riding around your camper on a quad. So I'm going to turn him in for that. You do not come over and ride quads and circle the fucking campsite. Like literally, dude, as a sheriff, you shouldn't even be on another person's quad. That's dangerous for you. You do not know if it'll blow up or anything, so there's no way that he just can come over here. And what I doubt that they maybe did, no, not now that I know that the fucking sheriffs work with informants, and ironically, this bitch has went to prison for fucking 37 months, and that's not long enough at all. I'm somebody who pays very close attention to fucking bitches and how long they do, and there's a lot of snitch ass fucking shit going on, clearly, because this motherfucker supposedly schemed 95 real estate sales, and that would be a federal fraud. Like, that would be federal money laundering too. And I don't know how he would have been able to do that, because I don't see that there's any credentials for him to have been an escrow worker. So the realtor doesn't have access to the money. It's the escrow. It's the title company, and he is not escrow. And so his paperwork was very weird. I've never seen paperwork like that before. I studied law and was going to be a criminal defense attorney for years. I loved it. I went on a different direction, took education, and I like to study the human brain, and I studied a lot about psychology and stuff, but I ultimately became a teacher with I've never seen paperwork like this. If you screenshot people's, like, I just looked it up, and like his name came up as somebody who's like, again, he's being investigated again, dude, for federal fucking fraud again, and also arson. He burnt this house down over here, and then he went to claim some insurance for the money for it, and they actually are currently investigating this bitch right here. That doesn't even make sense why you would ever be running an RV park. And it says clearly in all these paperwork, like, that he is being charged for, he went and supposedly did 37 months, not 32, according to this ugly bitch out there. She's like, why the fuck are you afraid? And I said, well, your man just got out of prison and literally apparently did 32 months. And she said, 37! He did 37! You're like, that's not better, Winona. So you're a moron. She's like, I really hope you wouldn't even try to punch me. I said, I would never punch you. She's like, ha! I would never punch you either. She's like, bye! 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 Bitch, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what? I'm proud of myself. I literally, and I'm also proud of myself for grabbing my tequila. I actually did not leave the tequila on the table. Fuck you, bitch. I just seen a little thing about that the other day. This lady said that these people invited her to a potluck too. They told me to come over to the freaking area. They said, every Saturday, come on over. We have the best time on Saturday night. Yeah, right. I gave them all a shot, and then fucking old dumb bitch over here. She's like, why the fuck are you texting fucking my man? He's the RV dude. We booked a room. I booked a room. So how long are you going to be here? Until you're not alive anymore, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure you're safe and that you can grow old happily and healthily. And she's like, 1 month. That's why I'm supposed to be here for a month. I told them to give me a refund yesterday, and they didn't say anything about it, so I didn't respond yesterday. I told them to give me a refund that night. She's so weird. She's so stupid, bro. She said, my man would never fuck you. Why are we doing this right now? Because, girl, your man would fuck the shit out of me. And anyways, I tell her, why the fuck? I said, nobody's trying to do it with your man. You need to chill out. I said, but don't tell me that. Don't accuse me basically of trying to fuck your man, bro. Don't do that. Because I don't want to have to actually take your ass and fucking make you regret it. That's like, I have a new rule this year. If your bitch accuses me of doing it with you, well, then I'm going to do it with you. That's already happened twice. I don't want it to be 3 times. I'd like to nip it in the bud. I've never been like that, but I'm over it. I don't think that we owe any of those types of bitches respect anymore. I'm not respecting them anymore. I don't really care. If you want to open your mouth and say that we did it, oh, I'm gonna fucking shit out of that motherfucker, dude, just because, and I'm gonna leave him there too. When I'm done, we won't be seeing each other again, not even if you keep accusing me. It's only for one purpose only. Because you're gonna do it so fucking good that they will never have anything better than you. That's the point of all bitch fucking, okay? So if you guys want to know how to be a master of all the world, be their fantasy fulfiller, that's it. The one thing you need to know about everybody is what's your favorite thing, what's your least favorite thing. That's it. You can learn from there. But a real master is gonna know, like, what's your favorite thing? What's your fucking worst nightmare? So that you can make both of them fucking happen pretty much real close together. Most people can't fucking straight hang fucking for too long anyway, so anytime that they want to straight be not what you exactly wanted, well then you remove whatever you provided when it comes to their favorite thing. You can target their favorite thing and taint it. I don't personally like to keep anybody's favorite thing. My purpose for ever attacking it. The only thing I would keep that would be a favorite thing would be your dog. Just because I found out that if you ever say, they stole my dog, officer, can you please go get it? He's going to say, it's your dog or was it your guys' dog? It's my dog. Say yours, not your guys'. You have to say it was my dog. But I guess if there's not like an actual record of that dog ever being like, has to take the dog. And you have to, could you imagine literally, dude, just taking anybody's dog? Like, that would be the worst, dude. Hazel and shit, they're just like coming and knocking on my door and they'd be like, we're gonna need to take the dog. And you're like, what? Like, it's literally my dog. And they're like, well, can we see any type of paperwork or registration for the animal? And you're like, I don't have it. You're like, boom, ticket. Or, well, actually, in your case, maybe it wouldn't be a ticket. Maybe you should know that, I guess, if the one way you could get revenge on those bitches was say, make sure that they get a ticket, at least for not having that dog license right before they took it from you, which you really wouldn't want to do, because then they're going to go get licensed. But yeah, if you don't have your dog license or any dog license, dude, by law, the cops can take it if it's a one-word fucking straight difference. Your dog, not our dog. So that would be kind of a funny thing. That would be fucking shitty, dude. Some of you guys are about to go into like revenge mode maybe with your person. Perfect. That's my favorite fucking alley to go at. One time Zake tells me, I thought he did. I'm all high as shit. And I'm talking to him on the phone. I swear he says go left. So like go left, right? I'm like walking down this dark ass alley. There's like hella killers, it looks like down there, and I get through the alley like clean alive, and like I said, why the fuck would you have told me to go left here earlier? He's like, what? I said, you told me on the phone earlier, dude, go left, dude. There's so many fucking whack ass people down there. And he's like, I never told you to go left here. I would have never had you go walking down that alley. Of course, there's fucking weird people down there. My daughter, when she was little, she's gonna be 16. And she was funny. She literally reads the sign one day, and she says, "No trespassing. Violators will be prostituted." Isn't that funny? Instead of prosecuted. Oh man, she used to fucking come out there, dude. She was so little too. She was like 3, dude, and I don't know what it was. She's like a natural freak or something like her mother. She'd fucking go and we'd be waiting for the bus. We didn't have a car at that time, but she would just swing around the fucking pole of the stop sign and shit, and just fucking do these fucking straight pole dances and shit. Fucking not really like that bad, but like it's kind of funny actually watching the kids. Some of you guys may have a 3-year-old right now. They're going to be really adorable in that stage. They say the most cutest, sweetest things. It's just such a special time. So make sure that you spend as much time with them as possible, and as little time as you can with fucking whoever Corolla DeVille your ex is. Some of you guys need to just be more calm about it. Nobody's going to take your kid from you if that's what you're worried about. They cannot take your kid. We can only lose our kid. That's a fact. I've been through it. I've had a lot of years of work. And it's not the best, but it's actually, now that I've been through it, it's not so hard. So this camp looks fucking weird. I learned a lot about things out here just from observing so far. I went on any adventures here. I never had the chance to before. The bitch fucking annoyed me. I never seen a Lucy. Sorry, my friend Lindsay, I don't think she believes. She just started laughing when I said Lucy. Oh, I found out a couple tips and tricks. I like to study I like you, Steven. I don't have a Steven. Is it Stefan or Steven? I like Steffens. I stick for Steffens. I had a dude who had a son named Stefan. I like that guy. He was young. He showed up in my fucking. He was my sugar daddy, dude. And he showed up in my driveway with his kid Stefan. I'm all doing a live, and here comes fucking Jeff behind me. Let's not do that again, Jeff. I in the last year, my weight. It's been a few years now. But I I get the giggles when I smoke. But dude, so many times that people smoke now, I feel like and I have actually walked them back to their car. It cracks me up because I don't plan any of the shit. Why is the milk out? What are you doing with this out? That calls for another shot at this point. All right, now, I don't know. You think we're, what is it, Monday? Sunday? Sunday? Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday? Well, shit. Yeah, I'm an hour away from town. Not cool. This is not cool. Not because I'm a serial killer house, but this is Fed Nation up in this bitch. It has to be. When the fuck does a fucking sheriff ride the four-wheeler? Go ahead. They ride the four-wheeler and do rounds around somebody only in like the Wrong Turn movie. Or the Chainsaw Massacre movie. That's about the only time I see that shit. So I wouldn't doubt it though around here. I would not too and say, how many people have been trafficked, kidnapped from Sprague, Washington? They're like, we have 0 reports of kidnapping from Sprague, Washington. I bet you do, since the sheriff over here rides the four-wheelers to informants that run RV parks. So you sound a lot like you're afraid of Washington. I don't believe that about Sprague. They have a very creepy energy out here. I was excited slightly at first. I realized that I was at this place that I had fished at once prior. And I remembered the water was just icky. It was very murky. Found out there's people, like we already had 2 dead people here in this water this year. And it was a sad case of 2 old men supposedly capsizing their boat. I could go a little further with it if we want to. We have a lot of other things to work on. But if I were going to go a little further with that like statement, personally as an investigator, or whether it's family or law, like that you're investigating something, I would start with, because their case was just so brief, and it was like, yeah, 2 old men, their remains were found at Sprague Lake. They went fishing that morning and their remains were found that night. Remains? It's been 12 hours. So were they like just mutilated, or like was there fish with fangs out there, or like I'm getting a strong feeling, like, I hate to blame people, but I feel like they're, I don't know, my first thought is I don't even know, I guess maybe yes, they could have fucking straight thrown over the boat, but I've done it myself on a raft. But I'm gonna have to look into what kind of fish are in this water, because why would you have found their remains from morning to evening? That didn't make sense. So they were shredded apart, or they were dismembered? They were clearly in pieces. What are you talking about, remains? That's very creepy. I know that there are fish out here with teeth. I didn't even know there were really anything. I guess we should know this. There's sharks with teeth and shit, but like, I guess let's start with keeping it simple. We have a lot of things I'm always looking into, but for some reason now these 2 old men are like heavy on my heart, and I don't believe it was an accident. But before we say that, I will say, let's just start with looking at the fucking type of aquarium animals that are here in Lake. I do know that not far from here, they call it 3 lakes or something like that. There's 3 lakes in a row, and it was kind of similar water. The water's just very dark, greenish black, and lots of like lily pad grass growing out, shit like that. You're gonna know that there's a lot of fish life in there. This one is actually coming up as toxic, and it is very creepy vibes. We're gonna go out there and let's walk around. We could try. I don't know. I don't. Oh, it's pouring rain outside. That's creepy to go out here in the rain. I cannot, dude. I don't feel good around here. I'm not kidding you. I literally would. Normally, I would be like, let's go outside. Let's fucking go into that house that burnt down. I really want to check out the inside of it. There's a big shed over here. I always have to fucking trespass or something. It's one of my favorite things to do. I can't help but go on that one road that fucking says, do not walk down the road, or don't go behind the waterfall, or don't propose on this rock, because the low tide will swoop you into the ocean and you'll die. Like, I have to do all that. We have this picture of me pushing the stroller onto the train track side of the road, and like it says no trespassing, and it's like, and we're like, that's what being a young mom is, huh? And we walked that fucking train track bridge. It wasn't even a train track, it was a bridge too. Bro, maybe this is exactly why the fuck straight fucking, you're like, that's why you got CPS involved. You're like, that wasn't why, I didn't even know about that. Oh man. One time, dude, now that the kids are all big, I can tell you these crazy ass stories. Dude, like, one time, Halo Straight fucking squeezes through the side of the balcony railings. Falls off the balcony outside and hits her fucking back on the ground. She can't breathe. She's out of air. I'm freaking out. This is exactly why your railings need to be 4 inches apart, dude. I personally didn't build that house, but I knew exactly why the fuck the railings gotta be 4 fucking inches apart, dude. I will never forget that. And you know what's crazy, dude? My CPS walkthrough was like already coming in, and Halo, I was fucking freaked out. I was like, oh my god, like, do we need to take her to the hospital? It was like so freaky. Some of you guys may have a little one, they may get some injuries. One time she climbed up on this like Rubbermaid thing, and there was the baseboard heaters, and she fucking straight, the Rubbermaid thing flips to the side, and she baps her head, dude, right on the heater thing. I feel like she was my, I don't remember any injuries with Skylar, Brooke, and Miley, my youngest, man, dude. I remember a few. Skylar, one time, he picked up the drill. That's my firstborn. He's gonna be 20 this year. Isn't that crazy? He fucking straight picks up the drill at my mom's house, which is better than my house. Mama borrowed that drill from me. If it would have been my house that this happened, oh, she would have fucking talked so much shit. Skylar picks up the drill, dude. He's like, put your hands in the air. There's a fucking stick up, basically. Right? He grabs up Brooke's hair. She's like, fuck, dude, what do you think, 6? Fuck, probably. Skylar's all, he's like 8 or 9, and he drills her fucking hair up into the drill. Gives her a drill-sized bald spot out here. My mom's like all scared to call me and tell me. Kids are crazy. Skylar was such a trip. He's gonna be 20 tomorrow! Isn't that crazy? My firstborn. Oh my gosh, my sweet love. I remember everything. I would be in labor tonight, like if he was here. He was supposed to be a Scorpio. My water broke in the middle of the night. I was in a camper too, with Tori, his dad. I love Tori. Hopefully you guys get a best first love foundation. I did personally. I'm very lucky and fortunate and grateful for that. Some of you guys did not get a good love foundation. That sucks. I feel like Tori and my love foundation could have been like maybe everything. Just for my whole future, because my mom and dad didn't really get along ever, and me and my baby daddy didn't. Nothing except for me and Tori was healthy, and so I'm just so grateful for that. I don't even know if I would believe in like all the wonderful things that I do if it wasn't for just probably him ever being my boyfriend. We were together for 5 years, and he was just so sweet, like Forrest Gump shit. If I ever got even mad, he'd be like, you better calm down, killer. Isn't that funny? One time I called him a son of a bitch. That's the farthest we ever got with an argument, and he said I will never call him a son of a bitch. He took off walking. We didn't have cars. We were still too young. And he's walking down the road, and I was freaking out. I could barely live without Tori. That's what my mom used to do sometimes, is she'd take Tori away. Oh, she always knows whatever your favorite thing is. Oh, it's raining? We don't need to do this. No. Alright, well shit. Let's go check out outside really quick before everybody wakes up, because these bitches are weird around here, and I just feel like we need to know. I really want to go in that house that burned down, but that would be breaking into an internet. And like literally, dude, could you have imagined if the sheriff would have fucking came yesterday and I was inside that house? I thought about it. Like after she was like, bye, bye, I was already planning on going on an adventure in the first place. And I want to, there's a huge shed over here. It's really picking up creep vibes, dude. Facts on that. And so I couldn't help it. I don't really know how it started, but of course I got to go and check out how many traffickers are known to be by the railroad. It says it's probably like fucking the second most highest place actually ever. It's the railroads. The railroad, the trains are in the highways. They said the fucking highway and the train tracks is a huge place to pick them up. And so I was a little bit wondering, like, I still need to look and see what the highway is about. If it's the hitchhiking or something, it's got to be hitchhiking. Because they said that the train track height is because of runaways. They target people that are at the train stations and the runaways. But there's a shed over there, bro, and it is fucking giving me creepy vibes. It's too dark, I think, to go over there right now. I don't think it'd be safe. It's huge. It's got these like fucking slide doors. That's what made me even just look and see, like, what the fuck, how many traffickers are by the fucking railroad yard? Because that shed, to me, looks like a full-blown fucking holding unit. I wanted to go over there and check it out and see what kind of shit we could see, what it looks like. We could. That sounds scary, though, because it's so dark, dude, over there. What if there's anyone in there? There's like, and then I was like, hey, Google, how do I find signs of trafficking around the railroad yards? I was like, don't even try it. That is illegal. The railroad track area is government property. So the only thing you need to be doing basically is calling the 1-800 pick me up trafficker line. Have you noticed that? They're always like, yeah, call the 1-800 line. Yeah, yeah. Do you know a tip about somebody? They're going to come get you too. We should look at that. I wonder if we could find record of the reports and who was made, because I know that on many reports you could say, well, do you mind if it's publicized that you made the report, or do you want it to be anonymous? I personally always say publicize it. I don't know. I'm not a bitch. Fucking straight, tell them I said it. And that's always public record. And so I wonder what the number of people are who ironically have ever made a tip call of any sort and now are not available, like gone too. That's what I love about pretty much anyone who's a liar. They're the type to do something like that. Make it to where it's public information and then forget about that part right before they kidnap them for saying something, you know what I mean? It'd be easy to, I just cannot, I just really love to do all this stuff. I've always wanted to do law, and I wanted to do criminal defense, but I'm super duper so much into trafficking. I do think it's definitely one of my life paths for sure, no doubt. My family's into trafficking in the underground, and it's there's no way that it would not be part of my journey. Underground is definitely part of my life path for sure. Started to learn a lot more of that last night. It says that since 2006 and up, there's been tons of sinkhole shit going on, and I guess like 20 miles over near Florida fucking started saying a while back, like they were saying that supposedly, ironically, underneath Zen, all these fancy cars came up sunken. I bet. They were talking about even how it's the New York State Park, but they're in the city of Central Park, I think it's called. Central Park is what it is, guys. So in Central Park is a secret entrance to what they think is definitely water, an underground water source where they've been storing and digging underground work as the government over there for many years. They say that there's an entrance to an underground massive gold mine basically down there when it comes to things. That makes me want to go check it out. So yeah, remember that entrance to underground is what I do with my drivers. I like to learn this stuff. I don't know, it came on my algorithm. It's not my fault. In, what do we say? Central Park. So Central Park, that's the same park that they did that movie Trolls. So if you like Trolls, maybe like that could be something for you. They also talk about the Mormons having a vault underneath the ground as well. And I believe that in the vault, they said, I have to confirm it again because there's a lot of information, but in this vault, it sounds like they keep everybody's family records so that they can continue to baptize people. If you don't know, the Mormons baptize the dead, and so they are, I think, are the only religious group that does that. But if they're going to go as far as to keep the vault underground with your family ancestry, which could be technically Googled online by anyone, why would it require me to be in a vault? And what are they doing that's so special with those records? Is it really going to be like one of those fucking straight, like fucking The Secret, you know, where they're like, and then the fucking your records and like all these things. They always talk about our records, our actual dynamic as a human being. They always say not to tell anybody the time of birth. Don't tell people time of birth, because I guess with all of the information when it comes to your date of birth and with the time of birth, they can figure out your records. So, was it your cautious records or whatever they say. I'm just like learning all these things, but just keep that in mind. At least I don't think probably a lot of you guys go as far as like even knowing maybe the time of your birth, but just know like there's something special about those times. And so keeping your birth certificate private from everyone, especially females, because those are going to be, it's going to be, if any, don't be showing, like, you guys got to really keep your, I don't know what it is. Let's look it up later on a different time, or you can look it up now. Something about cautious record, I don't know how to say it, but let's say it. We're just going to put it, I don't like this pen anymore. It's just done. I found out that Idaho has 10 prisons. Weird. 10 prisons in Idaho, huh? Let's compare it to some other states. Idaho is on my hit list right now when it comes to taking out judicials that are not good. I started that process today. I ended up going and there's a few people like, but it is Idaho again. Well, we're going to do California at one part, and we are going to be doing Idaho. So I always get excited to people. There's a lot of people lying this shit right now. Fucking saying that fucking things did not go the way that they went. And so I have been making an organized file of everything from the case number to the date of the incident. Some states have things like type of incident, and they have a different number than the case number. Writing down the officer's name, their badge numbers, and their location. And then trying your best to have as brief as you can a simple statement, which you may not actually, I would rather obviously take a picture of it, but most of them are very organized, but just to keep it simple and without a bunch of emotion, because you can't be like showing emotion, but in this case, I personally carjacked, I was drugged, I was assaulted. I had bruises all over my body and strangulation marks on my neck. I was found in a parking lot, driven home by a Spanish lady. The cops did not help me. They even accused me of lying. They tried to charge me with joyriding. They also continued to scream at me, asking over and over what was really going on. They took a report from this man named Jeff, who gave them. Jeff's the one that did it, and then he reported it and said I did it. So I went ahead and got the information for the flight that Jeff actually paid for me to come up there, the date of this, and the itinerary number. And then I just simply put Jeff is the assaulter, and he also was the person who stole the car. I said he made a false report and tried to take an insurance claim out. He was under the influence. He crashed his own car after strangling me and drugging me with Ambien. And he bought and then I said another thing too, because he bought a literal half-pound of fucking cocaine from this person in Idaho. I've seen it. And he set up his own son, Brian. And literally, Brian's in jail right now, prison. He's supposed to be doing 4 years on that shit with a bunch of firearms and shit. And so I already actually, this cop would not be in trouble for that. The only reason I'm bringing that up is because the cocaine came from this city. And so, as far as what I'm complaining about here, we would be complaining about the police, 3 of them, which is all on their body cams, attacking me. And then, once again, the criminal, the real killer, or whatever the fuck is out on the streets, Jeff has a very high pattern of actually calling the police and making false reports. I think he's up to about 6 that I know of, and he is full blown definitely trying to get people charged for things. It appears as though he works for some kind of like, whatever they want to call it. Like, he seems like, I know that he wants to be a Freemason. He's like in his 60s, how pathetic, huh? Could you even imagine when he'd still be a Boy Scout that old? Shut the fuck up. He literally is a dude. But I think it has something to do with that. He calls almost everything that he calls for. I've never seen one of it actually be true. And so I want him in trouble for that. I want him in trouble for making false reports. I want Brian released from fucking prison, and I want Jeff to come in. Jeff set him up. That's his own son. That's crazy. So we'll be working on some things like that. That's just a quick way to do it. You can see that I didn't say I feel anything. I didn't bring my emotions into it. I just said I was jugged, and assaulted. I had bruises all over my body and was found in a parking lot. I was driven home by a Spanish lady. The cops did not help me. They accused me of lying and joyriding. They did not offer me help. The cops continued to ask me over and over what's really going on. They took a report from Jeff and not from me. My flight to San Jose was on April 26th of 24. Jeff Carlson is the assaulter and the person who stole the car. And he was doing that for the purpose of making a false insurance claim. So that's perfect. It's simple. We're going to go ahead and report now the San Jose Police Department, and in particular, we will be handling Officer Thompson, and his badge number is 4679. So you're not going to be like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. Extra is not a good idea. You always want to keep it. Facts, never feelings with the law. That anytime you write any type of statement or report, you don't ever want to be emotional. You always want to be facts, never feelings. So I wasn't planning on doing Jeff's today, but I already take pictures. You need to make sure that anytime I fucked up last night, I never recorded the whole scene that was going on, which is weird. I'm always recording that, and then, but God knows why. You know, he doesn't do shit, so I am okay with that. So tonight, let's go ahead and I'll put a sweater on. Let's go walk a little bit around. Let's go ahead and see what kind of shit we can see tonight. I have no idea what kind of territory we're in. I have no supplies whatsoever to fully open anybody if need be. And I also did not even look for any place if I fucking was scared to look. So whatever. Just come at it. Probably or I was in my mind, you're like, nah, bro, you're about to get you back to work, bitch. You already know. But I'm always trying to find some way to fucking get myself into danger. Saw my ex-boyfriend fucking trying to look at my damn fucking shit. Don't bother, Zeke, you ugly bitch. For real, dude, hate you. Fucking want to look at my shit? Don't fucking look at my shit, bitch. Deep disrespect. Zeke disrespect you. He fucking was telling everybody that supposedly I wasn't even gonna sell the house, and like literally that his children were gonna be the ones to take on that fucking debt from my fucking straight piece of shit ass. What the fuck? I would for one never let even you take on my debt, bitch. How the fuck are you literally gonna disrespect women and children as a man? Bro, it's my fault or your kids' responsibility. You're in your 30s. You can't pay it off before you die. If I didn't, and I did, you didn't pay $1 on me. So why are you saying stuff like that? Like as if I would ever put you in that situation or your children. You would be the man over every one of us. So it would technically be your responsibility to do it all, if you ask me. You didn't do anything. And don't ever tell about me again. We finally are 100% separated from assets, and that, what a disgusting thing to say. I've never, ever, ever not paid a bill. I've never, ever, ever let him down. And like literally, he is obviously going through a fucking time in his life because he's living in this grandpa's cellar to even say that. And like literally, who the fuck in their 30s says that their kids have to take on a debt from you signing an agreement with your ex-girlfriend who you're not with today, where you guys broke up 5 days after the investment, and you could have ended it. He could have ended it. Like, that is so gross and pathetic to me that he would even in his 30s dude, as a man, it is always top down. Like, a woman has never even been supposed to be working. I've been working all the time. I went to the Bering Sea to fucking make up his dumbass bitch money that he didn't pay. He fucking was a loser. He literally spent so much shit. He broke the fucking HVAC system. He fucking partied every day while I was in Alaska. And he moved bitches into my house and I still fucking straight paid. He even spent 2 months worth of my fucking straight mortgage off my card and said he paid it. He did it. He actually took work out on my card and literally moved her into the house. And like, I actually had to even make that up. It was like, and like, I've never actually ever once in knowing him, I've known him since like 2010. I've never once ever disrespected him, and that motherfucker straight would even say that just because, like, fuck you, bitch. That's just disgusting that I see him popping up today as a suggested friend. You're not a suggested friend. You're a fucking absolute #1 enemy right now. Fuck that shit. He's been so weird, dude. Some of you guys may have an ex, dude, and I hope it's never gonna be as weird as fucking what Zeke be doing, dude. That motherfucker be kicking it with my kids, my daughters, like fucking 16 and 18 and shit. Why are you kicking it with your ex's fucking daughters shit just to be a little bitch, dude? That's weird. That's actually very concerning. Especially if he fucks up one more time, because luckily for me, that bitch that he moved into my house should be calling the cops on him for when he's done his dumb shit. Yeah, he's abusive. I'm glad. I never did call the cops, and so he fucking, that's exactly what God has planned for that shit. He gets in one more trouble, which I God he does. He goes to prison for a couple of years, dude. He's on his last fucking word of good, because that bitch has somehow managed to get out of not going to jail. He's a total loser. Luckily, he was stupid, and he got with Fireside. He is a Fireside. Fire on fire. Ha! Brooke took him out. He's a fucking obnoxious side. She's a fucking straight Aries. And she fucking straight squashed his bitch ass, left him, was with a new man, and full blown, dude. I'm grateful for that. Zeke is just a nasty person. Some of you guys, I hope you never get anybody like that. I hope you're not like that either. And if you are, say sorry and change. He never did. Lately, people are saying, and I'm gonna actually, what was it? Oh yeah, I was gonna stir it up a little bit. They wanna fuck around and find out. We're gonna have a list of to-dos always. So anytime one, it's up to you however you wanna handle it. I'm personally gonna be doing some bad shit back to people. Like, I got 2 problems right now. My daughter and Zeke keep fucking hanging up on me. My daughter just came over the other day and said that she snitched Zeke off to his baby mama. And now they're all hanging out again. Oh, I'm not gonna bother to tell Zeke. I don't care what the fuck she does to him. But I am grateful to see, looks like you 2 little fucktards are gonna be enemies now, just like you were to me. I guess I should have seen that one coming. Sometimes we forget that the person that turns on us and goes to be best friends with somebody else, even sometimes our ex, they're gonna have that moment too. I realized that a few weeks ago or months ago that she was fighting with him for the first time, and my daughter comes in with plans in the first place that you really have no idea anything about. So some of you guys are like, you think deeply about shit and then you show up and when it doesn't go your way, you start to feel a certain way, like you get angry about hurt and you maybe even get vengeful. Well, that's what she do. Anyways, Zeke has no idea what half the time she probably thinking because Zeke one for doesn't care. He's not gonna do shit for fucking his regular girlfriends and like, she's got some kind of BPD weird shit going on with all due respect to saying the weird shit, I hate to say it, but it's pretty fucking annoying to me. But yeah, she's totally just, she's not the first one. It's like the third bitch in my family. They always like to straight go for my name. Weird. But anyways, she fucked me over the other day, so I'm gonna have to definitely get revenge. I have to. Sorry, it's either be eaten me. How am I gonna get revenge on my daughter and Zeke this time for this time? I have not actually dealt with Zeke. I did trespass him from the property and I took him off my assets. And I'm really glad I did too because that bitch straight turned around and tried to get half the money for the house when I sold it. Sorry, how not gonna happen. You didn't even pay a buck. And that's what he said too. Some of you guys have a bitch for an ex maybe. Horrible bitches, huh? You know what? When I went to sell the house, I told him too. I thought about. I was empathetic too. I was like, I'm just thinking about selling the house. You know, it's even before that. I told him too. If anything ever happens, you know, I'll tell you, Z. Please let me keep this house while we're breaking up. He's like, I'm not fucking letting you keep the house. Tara, we're breaking up. You're not keeping the house. I said, Z, you know that I have never missed a payment in the 8 years that we've been together. Just let me keep the house, like, please. Like, and literally, if anything were to happen, you know that I will tell you. Like, I would be honest with you. I would never fucking straight fuck you like that. But, like, 5 days after we got her, that bitch cheated. So 5 days after we got her, that bitch left. I don't tolerate that shit. So I just asked, like, I'm not fucking canceling the house. Anyways, you know, when right before, we were together for 8 years. So before I went to sell it, I was nice. I just thought maybe it would be respectful to ask him if it was okay and how I felt. Not that he fucking had any rights to it or that I had to. I just was respectful. And you know what he said? I don't care. He said, you can sell it if you want to. I didn't pay for it. Shit, you know, dude. Money fucking goes to his head and he starts thinking deeper. And totally just stops talking completely and tried to actually, in his mind, he thought he was going to actually go and get half that money. So, he does have behaviors. If you're trying to think, why the fuck you showing up on my fucking straight feed now, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. I hate you. Like, literally, you're stoned, dude. After, like, he's discussing, you know what really made me hate him? 2 things in particular, not even the money for the house. He told me, like, my daughter calls me, and sometimes, I've told her multiple times, I do not want to talk to Z because I don't care for him, because he literally keeps fucking straight doing shit to hurt my feelings on purpose, and we have not been together since 16. She's doing it on purpose. I can't tell you how many fucking times I've told her, don't fucking straight come over here with Z. They always do. It's probably some weird sick thing that they fucking do to hurt my feelings or something. Like, you know what he told me the other day? That supposedly he was taking care of my daughter for me because somebody had to do it. You're stupid, bitch. I would never have to take care of my kid. I love to do that. And another thing he said he would burn my house down. And that, supposedly I better stop fucking literally running my mouth to a stupid bitch baby mama Brooke. And he'd burn my house down if I did it. Oh yeah? Oh really? So, some of you guys, and now your bitch ass want to look at my feet. You know why they want to look at them? Because they love you. And you know what, honestly, I heard also that the reason why somebody doesn't ever say they're doing a good job, if you've been waiting for it, is I guess like literally they're stupid as fuck. And they think that if they were to say you're doing a good job, that other people would ask them if they're going to start to do basically the things that they said they couldn't do because of what you were supposedly doing that would make it a barrier in front of what. Because like basically people say, I want to do this, but I can't. Because I have to fucking watch the kids today because George over here is an addict and I can't literally even like have a break because they're always fucking using drugs, and like basically I have to watch them for both of us, me and him, you know what I mean? And then they'll be like, oh man, you know, if you really are using, then they'll be like, man, that sucks. And they actually say that the reason why they don't fucking be nice to us when you do get clean or change your ways is because, for one, they never even fucking wanted you to. They never expected you to. They were actually using that to their own advantage to fucking straight be a fucking straight whiny ass little fucking complaining little bitch. And that it really just stumps them and shocks them when you actually do something. And like, and they'll still not want to say that you're doing good because the reason is, I guess, people say, oh, that's wonderful, Victoria. Well, now that John's clean, I bet you're going to be able to do so many more things that you've been wanting to. Like, now you can go to the gym, now you can do all those things you've been wanting to. Like, they were never planning on doing that. It was just something that they were saying that it's literal conversation. These people, I guess they just want to be lazy, that's fucking retarded. And they never plan on doing anything. They just want to beat people down, and they just want to live this bubble of lazy and fucking straight. You know, whenever you're not doing so well, you know, it lets them be. Just like that. And so, don't fool you all this matter. Straight say they're a piece of shit, but then look at how fucking goofy they look like Zeke right now. All showing up on my feed as suggested for you. For one, because I got the RV and I left town and I sold the house and all the debt was paid off and fucking you don't even know a dollar. Like, I would have never left you. Do you think I would have done that? That is disgusting, honestly. And I heard from other people too saying, oh yeah, Zeke was saying too, oh, that's a debt my kids are going to be left with. That's how disgusting he is. Zeke is in his 30s. Why would your kids be left with any of your debt? As a man, I wouldn't even leave you or your kids with that. So that is the level of trash that some of your guys' exes are. And honestly, you did more than dodge a bullet. Honestly, you did God's work there. You fucking straight were peaceful. You were kind. You provided. You did your time. I got clean for that whole 8 years too. I mean, like, nothing that we promised together did he do. He did not do it. And I do not, it was still, no matter what we went through, I've always been kind to him. And literally, dude, that motherfucker chose the wrong motherfucker to take shit out on, I'll tell you that, because I ain't playing that shit. Like, you know what, you don't come and ever say nothing about people's kids. You don't ever try to interfere with people's kids. If you have some stupid bitch who wants to straight, somebody might have a new person's lover trying to fucking parent your kids and shit. Run a background check on them. Run a background check on any of the people. And also, if you have young ones that are now you're sharing house with, like if they have to go back and forth, go online and get your kids a camera necklace. A Wi-Fi camera necklace. And not only anything, dude, there ain't no way nobody's gonna tell you the truth. Tell you that. You know, make sure that bitch fucking, dude, a Wi-Fi necklace, could you imagine that? That'd be one of the best fucking dope ass fucking straight comebacks ever. Because you, for the longest time, as long as you could have the patience, could literally just fucking straight fuck with these bitches, dude, forever. Like, your kids can wear a camera necklace because, you know what? They're a child. And they need to be safe wherever they're at so you can track and monitor a child. Somebody here is being threatened constantly by their other person. How would that work for them if you actually knew what was going on in their house? You wouldn't like it either, neither would the judge. Also be aware that that could happen to you. Everything that you guys are saying and doing, your kids are going to take back. They will work for one or the other parent, and no matter what, until about 9 to 12, they're going to do it for both of you. So I would say don't be dating anyone around your children. It's going to cause a lot of things. Just when you're with your kids, just try to make it visits with your kids, because your kids, honestly, they're coming up as snitches right now. Mine did the same shit. Like, it depends on who's the head honcho. For those of you who are going through a breakup of shit, you do want to get good at documenting things, and you will win your case, but not unless you start doing it the right way, not the emotional way. The answers you need are coming. coming. Let's go outside. Let's go for a little walk. Let's go check some shit out. If you don't have any kids, come over here and try to put one inside of me. I'm gonna be the man of my own, baby. Baby. Well, that's interesting. I did a little trial and error, and it was bad of me, but it's an interesting one because the girl in this situation is very ignorant. She's been really fucking getting on my nerves too. And the dude, if you ask me, doesn't tell the girl what he's doing. And I feel like I do know what he's doing. The girl doesn't believe anything they're saying. Not because I even tell her about most things. I don't even tell her anything directly, like much about this, because it's her man. But her man is a total spy, and definitely cheating. Like, but also could be like into some weird fucking straight elite, weird creepy shit or something. Like I get weird fucking visions about her man. But I ended up. It's funny because her man has the energy of somebody who doesn't mention what he's doing, and he's actually upholding that. I feel like there's cameras in their area, and that would mean he's watching everything, and he is actually has a master plan clearly, or just creepy self-control, one of the two. But either way, it's funny to think about you. So picture you doing something on camera in front of his ass, and he has self-control, and he doesn't even say anything, but it's supposed to be against his rules to do it. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We have to look a little further. He's got some creep energy, dude. He also has like 20 acres in the deep wood. And it's hard to say what he would do with all of us, honestly, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding. He's got the type of energy of somebody who, and he's also been in the military. And so he has a lot of things, actually. A lot of things. Here's one. What? I'm not just gonna leave with nothing. Let's use this right now. This is what I mean. He's gonna be so pissed. Well. I don't respect him now. No, I just need the game. Let's go compare the binoculars to the scope. Yeah, he's got a lot of crazy shit. Let's go check this shit out. Let's go to the shed. The sun's rising. Let's fucking do it, bitch. The shed's over here. That girl last night, she's like, you have a... Let's wear a hat. They're gonna be like, your dog was with you. I'm like, that wasn't me. That looks like my... That is not me. I'm way fatter than that. Like, I don't want to wear a hat. Do we wear a hat? Yeah. Yes. Yes. We need a hat. Let's go before anybody wakes up. Let's do it, dude. Come on, it's raining. I want to go check out this shed, dude. It's fucking creepy. I want to just see. It looks like, dude, this place is creepy, bro. Because, like, literally this fucking dude was over there, and as big of a fucking straight party animal as I am, he looked like, and I don't really like to use the term tweaker, but, like, he looked like a fucking tweaker. And I fucking straight fucking don't even buy tweaking. But fucking straight. This motherfucker was scrawny as fuck. He looked like a goddamn Jew. With all due respect. But he looked like he had a break or something, you know? And he was on collar. And he totally moves this piece of steel like a tin. And then the truck's out there. It's a Ford, of course. Seems sketchy to me. Ford galore. I keep asking everybody too, where's my pockets? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to keep this coat if I don't have pockets. There's a little bit of... Oh, shit, bro! This is going to be creepy. Dude, let's go right now. We can't be waiting anymore. We're going to leave, I swear. We're going over there before people wake up. The bitch is weird. She's gonna be like, she's gonna quit her job just because I'm still here. She's like, how long are you gonna be staying? Until your mom fucking straight comes and visits your fucking miserable ass and says, I love you. What the fuck? This is literally not this bad. It cannot be this hard. Ah! Me thinking I'm fucking 2 inches big. Alright guys, so we're gonna head over to this weird shed. I'm looking for what? I'm like fucking Daphne or something. I'm like Shaggy. I'm like Ron from Harry Potter. What is this? It's a lot. Do I look okay? That's what I'd look like if I had a baby. Alright now. We are not going to be taking this. We don't have. Are you gonna hold it? Because I'm not holding it. Let's go. We're gonna take our binoculars. I don't think we need them though. And we need a weapon. Because this is a creepy shed, but there may be nothing. I feel like this flashlight is better than this one. Hazel, die. Get over here, dead kid. You little fucker. Was this upside down? I don't wanna be a player no more. All these bitches say that I'm a dirty. Bitches, why don't you say that I'm a dirty. And I'm just like, bitch, you better not fucking say that shit anymore. Shut the fuck up, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch, shut the fuck up right now. Always fucking damn fucking opening that big fucking damn mouth. You're just fucking dumb. Everybody wants to know why you don't make your fucking man come. Alright now. You don't even like going outside. Ow. There will be nothing you can do. All the cats fell from the sky where they came and ate all Hazel's food. And on the 9th day of the month is when all of the dogs will exit this world forever. Cats are the future. Do you think I'm kidding or not? Do you think I'm kidding or not? Do you think the cats are going to be future Hazel? Or do you think dogs will be future? Now, we're downtown live with KHQT News, where we are heading to the shed where I don't know what we're going to find. I have this issue where I think we need to go do stuff. We're not, I don't know if we shouldn't do it. You're like, we shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Like, you definitely shouldn't be doing this. We have some options here. We could go into the house that was burnt down. I have a good terror somewhere inside of me and it's not right here. This is Bad Terror. Hello. This is Twiki Latera over here, downtown live with KHQT News. We are heading over to, well, it's one or the other. What should we do? Well, we'll find out. We're going to take our handy dandy binoculars, obviously. Let's go ahead and scope some stuff. Let's see. That shit is just straight. I want to check two things out. We're going to be checking out and seeing if the nurse is home here, who I think is the tranquilizing lady around here. I'm glad to be over here on this side of the park, which I hope is, that's one of the few things that actually make me think that maybe they're not a serial killer, but I doubt it. These guys are feds or something. And I don't like that very much because I'm in fed territory. Actually, I looked it up too, and it says that it's not the sheriff in charge of this area. It is it's something else. Forget what it is. I'll have to see if it's the same thing. I don't want to use the term deputy. It's not. I get excited about this. I think my path is going to be exposing corrupt cops is what I think it's pretty much narrowing down to. It's been a little bit of a definitely like experience, because once I started to see what was going on around me, I did not actually know that all the cops were actually involved in like the underground. I did not know that they were trafficking. I did not know that they were distributing the drugs and also releasing them from the clinics. I've seen from everything from the medical persons to the veterinary. The veterinary clinic is the ones who's releasing all that shit from those trains and all that shit. Like, I've literally seen it. And I've also reported it. And they don't do shit. So let's go check this shit out. I just feel like I came out here, obviously, for a reason. Let's go to this shit before I do this out. I'm gonna just check it out. And I want to see what it looks like. Now that I know about railroad tracks and highways, which we're on both, we're literally right on both. It's coming almost to get trafficked, and it's saying that highways and train stations are the next up. I haven't looked on yet on highway, but I have a feeling that it's going to say hitchhikers possibly, but the trains were the stations, the train stations, and it says it targets runaways. So let's go see what we can see. This shed could just be some random normal shed. There's two different buildings over there. Let's go check it out. That was the face of somebody that said, that's my face whenever I'm about to do something I shouldn't do. That's not a good face. That's a bad face, because I'm like, I'm all happier than shit. I'm the explorer of buildings that are falling down, very dangerous pretty much. I explore the dangerous shit. I can't help it. I like to go behind the waterfalls, and that's not the same guy in the picture. I seen him again last night. He is not the same guy in the picture, baby. Like, where am I? Like, actually, I should not be here anymore. I have the money to move. The only two places that I need to look for, I need to just go on there and look. I'm such a slacker. In my head right now, like, you're doing something, like you're solving a crime, obviously, Tara. That's why you're standing there coming to fucking land. No, you're not. You are. This other Tara's like, you are not. Kind of really like. I want to go check out that fucking. I don't need to check out this house. Stop, dude. Why do I do this? Let's go. All right, let's fucking do it. Are you ready? Oh, I need to find her leash. It's getting a little hot on the phone part, bitch. Watch your fucking mouth before you lick my clit. Fucking every day, fucking put up with your shit. Shut your fucking mouth. Bitch, please get the fuck down on your knees. And it's only to pray. Bitch, get the fuck out of my way. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck over here now. You like it when I say it. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, you're gonna be like, I know I shouldn't do it. So that's why I'm single. Because I want to do it anyway. And I don't want to put you in a situation that I have to be a bad girlfriend. So I save you the problem by not dating. You're welcome. Because they're like, Derby, good. For what? I've done it. Both. Bad and good and what it should and motherfucker. What the fuck are you doing? Are we doing dances? You better fucking straight wag your tail. Bitch, please get on your knees. My dad said always take $5 with you in case of an emergency. So you guys always have $5 or I know my dad, he died. I don't know if he had 5 on him, but that's probably why I have problems also. Because I went after everybody because you know what? And if you ever fucking my dad, I'm gonna literally take you out. I'm not done yet. Just wait till it's your time. Wait till it's your turn. Motherfucking damn bitch, you gotta fucking learn. Every fucking day you're gonna fucking damn earn my respect. I do not care. I don't wanna be a friend. Bitch, fucking damn, fucking get the fucking man. Shut the fuck up. I don't wanna hear this again. You're the fucking stupid ass dumb bitch. I ain't gonna fucking really like you. Get the fuck out. And are those my shoes? You're fucking down. Bring me down. You got the fucking nothing but the blues. You got 2 people in this fucking world. You got yours. Tigers, bitch. Straight. And Eeyore always slow moving. When I was in middle school, my friends decided that we needed to have a favorite character. I don't fucking watch cartoons. I grew up on a farm. We weren't even allowed it during the daylight, right? So I have to be in the cool kids group or whatever. I'm the leader actually in some of the successes. Isn't that funny? I'm watching all the camcordings and literally I'm the leader of every group, treating everybody like dog shit. I even in all of the camcordings, I shit you not, I start smoking cigarettes and all shit at like 15. And I remember specifically feeling like they were obviously this new group of girls. They could twerk. They were smoking Marlboros. They were smoking marijuana. They were listening to Dr. Dre with the weed plant on his fucking CD. It was like, so I never felt like I was leading that group. Isn't that crazy? When I look back at those camcordings, all of them are fucking subbing to me in the whole time. And I'm like, that's crazy. Every time I'm like, my mom was rude to me. And then in the camcordings, my mom was like, Tara, I love you. And I'm like, I wouldn't even sit with any of my siblings in any photo ever. I wouldn't even give my sister hand-me-downs. I wouldn't even go to school ever. I always went to school, but no one would go to school. I would have a whole fucking hostage situation in the house. Nobody could have their hair like mine. Nobody could have my hand-me-downs. I would tell my sister all the time, like, you know that you're gonna go bald if you do your hair like that, don't you? I would tell her all the time, like, if that was my kid, oh my god, I would have whipped my own ass. My favorite outfit, Pinocchio, purple, 2-piece, sweats and a sweater. What day? Marco Velasquez, Mexican, like 6 kids or something, in case you guys don't know what the fuck about, because he pushed me down on my puddle, literally wearing my Pinocchio outfit. He also slammed my fucking hand in the door. I'm like 2nd grade. I can still remember every day of your life. And it was, no, I'm pissed.
For life, bro. Marco Velasquez, I'm fucking pissed at you, bro. Like, you're gonna be for life. You're gonna be going to my neck. He literally slammed my fucking. He shot my fingers in the door, and 2 nails fell off. This hand, my middle one, my ring one, and also that stupid bitch literally gets on the teeter-totter, and when it hit the bottom on his side, he slipped off gently off the back, and I came flying from the air and bit through my fucking bottom lips. Like, what the fuck, Marco? You were 4 years older than me, so you were literally probably like, what do you think, a 4th grader? And he was going after like 1st and 2nd graders. Actually, like, you removed part of my body. Like, literally, you were so abusive and cruel. I'm pissed at you. Honestly, I'll never forget it. He hit on me not too long ago, but it wouldn't matter. It's that Pinocchio outfit, I think, is really where it starts from. Maybe some of you guys need to go back, and I'm going to text him. I'll put that on my to-do list. I'm going to text Marco Velasquez, and I'm going to tell him those things. I'm texting one of the bullies at school that I was on. And then I've already made amends, I think. I don't know of anybody that I haven't. When it comes to school shit, I text everybody that I knew of. And I said that I was, you know what's cute about how they were? I said, I'm sorry for the times when I was rude to you, you know? They're like, you weren't really, I guess, rude. You never did anything to me. They weren't rude to me. They said you just glared a lot. That's good, at least. And it's also really good that you would say, I'm sorry when you didn't do nothing, but I remember glaring at them. My mama just glared. She'd always say, I'm the queen of that glare, little girl. Little girl. Little girl. But you know what's also funny about that queen of that glare, little girl thing? She would tell me, I'm a princess. She hated when my dad said I'm a princess. Some of you guys may have a woman who is very jealous of the love that you have for your daughter. Weird shit, huh? I've been seeing some reels like that go down. I was talking about there's like I haven't seen it actually lately, and it only came back for a very short moment. I wonder where it went. But that's the shit I'm talking about. But they were like, it's kind of cold a little bit. We can handle it. Can we? Can we? Yes. Let's do this one now. I got this one from could be potentially even worse than this. Maybe my father. I wasn't planning for that, but dude was like, I was like talking about something about my dad. I don't even know if I was talking about my dad, but this is exactly how this shit works, so I wouldn't fucking doubt it. Like literally, I'm like talking about something, and some random guy that I just barely met was like, "Oh yeah, I heard about that." Said he told the dude, man, you gotta slow down. He said he was using tons of drugs. Why is that there right there like that? It's kind of weird with that one little street to me a little bit, but fucking straight says that fucking straight he heard about that. Look at that. You see that line right there? Isn't that something kind of weird that it would be right there? Why the fuck is that there? Is that on my side? I don't know. That'd be fucking weird, bitch. I'm almost scared and shit a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, yeah. Just a little bit. Oh. Anyways, we got that in writing, so let's go ahead and keep it fresh. Keep it hot. Like, bitch, like fucking you're not. But maybe we shouldn't keep it too fresh because, why the fuck would he say that the sheriff is over here, that he's plotting around my shit? And whatever. Dude, I have no idea at this point. So today, we need to remember to say, he's like, and then a little bit later, he's like, the sheriff's still here. Did you want to talk to him? So I don't see why he would have been lying about that, unless we'll look at the time difference in between the two messages, and like maybe he was just one of those people, because you never know, they like to be clever, saying shit like at this time, and then maybe like at this time, and maybe they were obviously clearly maybe watching the lights in my camper. They could have seen when I went to sleep. They maybe know when I went to sleep. So I don't trust any other moves, but like he did say that was the sheriff after I said, who the fuck is driving around my camper? Your belligerent ass bitch ass girlfriend, basically. I said, keep your violent girlfriend off my area. Can't believe you would let her attack people as a guest.
That is a liability issue. That is disrespectful. I can't believe you didn't even say anything. And then another dude said that the cops were here too. He said, I said, why are, they're saying the sheriff was here yesterday. I said, he was like, they were. For me though, Lucy called them all me. We don't even know if we can trust that bitch, to be honest, if you ask me. Because he is supposed to be that dude's main handyman. If you look at my videos from earlier this week, you can also go to Tarah Dana-E7V. And then I have an Everly OnlyFans, EVERLE, and then I have a Dana Rose Dana Facebook. It's solo on all of them. But on my other one, I lived when I got here. I'm like the handyman was trying to sell his shit. He was like, oh, I'm his right man, his right hand man, dude. It's like a lot of people around. I wonder if it's her that he was talking about. He was like, a lot of people around here do not like that. He was pretty drunk, and I was like, they don't. And he was like, I was like, why not? And he was like, because I have a lot of pull over. Apparently not. Sheriff was here last night for him. Jeremy sat there like a bitch. He didn't say nothing to nobody. He sat there like a bitch. And that bitch fucking straight. How in the fuck, as the cop, you don't have no pull over unless you're working from right now, walking this camper area, literally pretending like you're looking for your phone. He was like, I'm looking for my phone. I was here yesterday when I was doing, who knows with these bitches. You already know they could be looking up to, yeah, I don't trust any of them, but I wonder if that's who he meant about who doesn't like him having pull over Jeremy. Well, he sure did. He's a fake bitch. He was totally talking to her when I walked up, and then me and this other girl were talking about doing some kind of jello shot, and then his girlfriend turns and looks at me, and she was like,
It's none of your business. It ain't none of your it's none. I said, I was just, we were talking about getting some whipped cream. And she's like, it's none of your, oh, yeah, I don't have any whipped cream. Bitch. She's like, why the fuck were you texting my man? Babe, I'm so scared. I said, your man? Yeah, you text my man, babe, I'm so scared. I don't know. So, like I said, nobody else. You wanna fucking my man fucking all shit? I said, your man is good looking for one. And it doesn't say that he's in a relationship for two. I said, so fuck yeah, dude. I was on my way for sure over here, you know what I mean, to see what's good. And I was invited, and I thought, you know, business owner, who the fuck wouldn't screw that shit up? Oh, yeah, I said, maybe your man should put it on your thing that you guys are in a relationship. You know, that'd be a good start, that people would stop. You would have at least one handful of people not pursue him. And she's like, yeah, she thinks about it for a second, and then she's like, I know my man would never do it with you. Bitch, you uglier than me fucking shitting with diarrhea, fucking blowing it all over the fucking bed on accident, with my man fucking in it. And he doesn't like this, he's not Puff Daddy, okay, bitch? You're worse than fucking if a dude went to Detroit, gave me fucking down below time, and I had an actual fish exiting my fucking entire vagina that was, they had gonorrhea, and then also fucking straight had their ex's fucking face on it that they couldn't fucking stand, and then also sounded like the voice of their mother. Okay, you're worse than that. You're like, you're worse. She's like, I was like, that's enough, Tara. I'm like, you're worse than getting cheatgrass in your fucking sock. Then Megan in beauty school, who's, come on, she recently got divorced. Get your toy. She got divorced and it brought me great joy. Oh shit, where's the ugly green card then? I'm feeling the ugly green card is this fucking dumb bitch. Oh shit, what the fuck is that? How is this a wig? Babe, get in here now. What the fuck? How is that? Dude, whatever. How is he even here right now? Okay, so we're about to go on. Who is that? That's on, baby, does that not look like the fucking wrong turn? Dude, that motherfucker had a gray goddamn fucking straight. What the fuck is that? I am not trying to be rude right now. I don't have to try that hard. I'm a fucking bitch. I'm freezing. Dude, what is that? I'm actually literally like, okay, I have to get a coat. No way. Dude, this. Cool. Why are we wearing fucking straight jeans with no tie? I don't know, jeans. I'm not gonna be cool. Look, it's nice. It's nice to do that. What? I'm getting these on. What's that? Do you like this? So I'm not gonna do nothing with it. It's like two. That's pretty disrespectful. The hit me and they try to shake it. Fucking Trump's fucking hair. And then I'm just like, no, shut the fuck up, because I don't fucking care. I'm literally going to see if there's, I'm busy. You're like, I wish I could. I really wish I could. Nancy, you know I want to be there. Like, it's, I've never even missed something like this before. Like, and like, being that you're the first person that I wasn't able to attend the wedding of, like, dude, it's actually, I feel like, am I changing? Like, am I becoming a better person? Like, this is terrible. Like, I've never even literally been like so much. Like, and you matter more than most people, and so I'm just like, it's like I feel terrible, you know? My boss told me last time, like, and my mom was dying of cancer, and she literally died, and like, they still told me, if you go to her funeral, Terry, you're gonna actually be fine. And I did go. I went to, obviously, you know, anybody would go to their mom's funeral. Like, I really did get fired. And like, ever since then, I've been having to go to counseling. It's fucking bullshit, man. You do, you're a bad boss too. You just already have researched, actually, like, whatever the worst thing in their life is. And so you're like not just you know, cancer sign? You just know that on Thursday they've got time. So you don't have to be smart, obviously. You have to touch with the heart. So you're gonna be like, my man cheated on me. It doesn't matter. Just go find the fucking stupid social media and you figure out like, what people are about. And just like, one of the best friends actually went to me the other day. Already like if they sold the car and you know, the dog, what you don't play out. You know, just like, what you just touch with the heart. What do you do? You're like, Tara, we are downtown live for the two seniors. Tara, tell us why maybe you're not. It's been, I respect, honestly, is why. Honestly, I think about what a man deserves. I want to make sure that he has nothing but that. I believe that men are special. They should not be called bitches, for one. That is the worst thing a woman can do, is call a man a bitch. And a man, being that he is such a hardworking and a wonderful blessing from the higher, like the Lord himself, like, we owe it to him to actually make sure to cook every day. Like, I don't want to talk just like, oh, at night. I'm talking about like every meal. Like, if your man's hungry, cook for him, you know what I mean? Get up and cook. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you've been puking all night, it doesn't matter if you're pregnant. It doesn't matter, like, shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter, honestly, if you have, like, fucking straight, you fall asleep, like, sleeping, like, what is that, like? She's like, Asperger's? You're like, I think so, actually, you know? Honestly, I think it is. I think it is. Like, you're smart, girl. Anyway, so I personally just want, I've been taking some classes. I do like do my push-ups, and I want to make sure that my man gets something about like kids. You know what I mean? Like practically like. And I know that I'm not supposed to stop. Basically, I want to to me. And so right now, I'm only one level below him, but I still feel like my man deserves God's love, like legit. So that's fine with me. I want to make my parents proud. My parents are everything to me. I never disobeyed them, and I'm not about to start today. Every day I wake up and I think, how can I do something? How can I make my mom happy? How can I honestly continue to serve? And that's all I do. And so until they were like, you know what, this is what you're doing to her, then that's, you know, that the Lord, you know, they're prophets. I'm not. I look up to them because they're so smart. Everybody but me is smarter than me. My friends actually tell me I'm tripping a lot. And so I actually have been falling down more because I want to be whatever they say I am. So if they say I'm tripping, then I trip when I walk down. I'm not sure what's going on exactly because they keep actually not wanting to hang out with me because they keep saying I'm tripping. So like, I don't even get it. Like, why was the last reason that you were dumped here? Dumped? The fuck? The fuck? You're like, why are you bringing that up, bitch? She's like, ah! My son, he likes to do that. He thought it would be a great idea to actually put fucking garlic powder on top of the girls' eyelids while they were sleeping as big brother. They were screaming pretty fucking straight fire when they woke up, and they were not happy about it. He was delighted. He thought it was great. My son likes to do the worst prank calls in history. Like when he called the fire department and told them there's dead bodies floating out in the river in the game. He's like, I said, Skylar, what the fuck's up with like that date? Like, you know, he's gonna be 20 tomorrow. I asked him a few things over the last year. I was like, dude, because you don't want to be like a super bitch when the kids are growing up, but like, because I didn't know if he had some kind of weird fucking straight PTSD or some weird shit going on. But he fucking full did that shit a lot of times. Like, that motherfucker's infamous for getting his ass fucking out of fucking anything. Skylar is a Libra dash Scorpio, but he's a Libra. One day from Scorpio. Either way, Scorpio, Libra, you're all both fucking straight. You're selfish and your diva is selfish mixture. You're just both into yourselves. The only difference is both of you are because Libras, I think Libras, with all due respect, are smarter than Scorpio. Scorpio is like this lifelong fucking problem of like, and I'm one third Scorpio. I don't really know. Maybe my mom would be somebody that I would have to say maybe I could compare to it. Scorpio, in my experience, always be hating on their sibling. And the sibling that they hate doesn't even hate them. I've never seen a sibling that's hated by the Scorpio actually hate the Scorpio. They're very mature. And they actually really love their Scorpio. The Scorpio has a unique energy. My Scorpio card is, it is now your turn to suffer. And you're like, for me, yeah, you know, like, from the time when I hit up here, I'm actually like, you're like, Sandy, you're still mad about that? That was a grand ass fucking thing that I did that day. My sister's pissed, she's Scorpio, my daughter's Scorpio. Leos, Scorpios are around me, my brother's Pisces. You know what's funny? My mom had all water signs, she's a fire sign. She's a Leo. Let's be one more time. I don't know what I'm saying about that. Is this these videos? Yeah, what do you think? Is it still raining? It's not raining. No, because we want to be undercover. I'm sorry, but even if you guys are here, I could make fun of everybody if I want to. Some guy, I love you, but I'm just gonna say it. You fucking nerd. He's like, whoever you are out there, you're my YouTuber too. I like to put fucking label on that shit. He's like, I'm just here because I want you to wear hunting gloves. Do you have your latex gloves? I do actually. I'm a stylist, so we do market services.
You didn't say sorry. Honestly. This fucking, this fucking stuff, bitch. Like, who the fuck? Therefore, went out, literal enemies. Like, I have been with a bitch at school when I was hard. But, like, when you I said, I'm so sorry. When you be in any way people whatsoever, that you're going to join us up the bitch, over, just shows up. You don't say nothing. You don't even say, I'm so sorry, like, you literally don't like, go and do all these crazy things. They're like, that is very unusual. Like, straight. I don't care what side you choose, but like, straight. Like, I just can't help but look at it like, that is completely inappropriate. You sat there and mentally or not responding when something shows up and it's belligerently fucking up, literally threatening people, and you don't say anything as a business owner. That's insane. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that gets to a point where you literally are like, if I don't actually, if I wouldn't say anything, and if I bring somebody else next with me, and like, there's no bloody ones. And like, everybody here seems to know that it's really a metal type thing, and like, well, yeah, I know it's crazy. I was like, she was like, my baby, and they all just sit there and say, oh yeah, she was like, that's not real. That's like that. We have a balance case for bitch, people will judge like it's just it's like fuck shit, shit, shit. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Don't ever disrespect the OnlyFans girls. Don't fucking ever disrespect fucking pretty girls anymore. I'm telling you shit. We don't owe any bitch, just so you know, any fucking straight fucking sympathy or anything fucking because you fucking straight think you're not pretty. Who the fuck says that you're not pretty? You do. You're the one that says that you don't like pretty girls because fucking straight. You're the one that says I want to go around and die, but you won't ever fuck straight let us help you. You're the one that fucking straight won't let us hang out with you. How the fuck would you ever learn how to fucking be like the girls that you fucking hate when you don't even fucking straight ever fucking let them around you? You think if you knew what the fuck to do already, you would do it, doof. Straight fucking tripping, dude. I can't tell every fucking bitch that fucking straight is a hateful ass fuck, dude. You guys are the same every time. There's two types of bitches. There's the type that when you straight give them some fucking lube or lingerie, bro, they giggle. They ask you what this is for. You need to tell you. It's for you and me, and we're gonna get it on tonight, baby. They're gonna giggle. They're gonna say, they're the type of girl like me, man. They're probably gonna get tangled up in the lingerie in the bathroom, and you're gonna